Hi, my junk journaling friends. This is Lauren from Shabby Chic Sunday, and I'm going to show you my newest Edgar Allan Poe journal today. This is pretty much an exact replica of the original that I made. The only difference is that the original was 3 signatures, and it included journaling space, and this one now is 5 signatures, and there is no journaling space. So everything is completely chock full, and every page is covered with ephemera. And it's more just a flip through for a decor piece. So for the book that I used for this one, it was from 1892 copyright, and it was called A Mad Love, and I just thought that was absolutely perfect for Edgar Allan Poe. And so between this one and the original, the only other difference was I used one of these candlesticks from Tim Holtz, and I thought that was perfect to think of Poe writing by the light of his candle. But everything else on the cover is like the original. And when you open up the journal, there's 2 pockets here, and both of them flip out separately. And tucked inside, I just have a little vial and this little skeleton die cut and a little pill bottle. And so that opens up. And then this one here is separate as well, and it holds these tags. And so when those flip out, it spells Eerie Night, and it makes for a tuck spot for this large journaling card, The Mask of the Red Death. And then there's a little bit of collaging on the page behind it. So those flip back over. And then on this page here, I just have a pocket with 2 journaling cards, and I really liked these tickets from Victoria Designs. This is a double pocket here, so up top is a little journaling card with a Poe quote here, and then this is a side tuck pocket that pulls out, a little bit of collaging, and little quote, cluster with a bird, removable tags, another Victoria Designs admit one ticket quote. And I will leave in the description box all of the artists that I used in this journal, in case you are curious. CD envelope here just says Asylum, and it flips out. And then this is a pocket tuck spot here, and I just inked all over the CD packet. And then this is a pocket, 2 removable journaling tags. And then inside the pockets, I have just replicated poems from Poe and printed those on tea-dyed paper. This was really cool. I thought this is one of those 3D embossing folders by Tim Holtz, and then I just used his distress ink to match it to the paper, and then I just printed off this poison tag. I really loved the inclusion of that blue color with the browns in this journal. This is a little tuck spot here, and then this also folds down, and there is a pocket underneath, another journaling card, so that flips back up, and it also makes for a pocket up here underneath. And then that ends the first signature. So removable journaling cards, little Poe quote, cluster, the crow. And then keeping with, you know, the whole stereotype that Poe was mad or he was insane and crazy, I made this file folder, which I just inked up like crazy. And I put in here kind of like little bios of them, the main characters per se, if you will, even though they're obviously real people, but the characters of this particular story. So I've got Poe, and then I just included actual facts about his life, and I kind of thought maybe this would be, you know, a file folder about these people if they were in a institution of some sort. So I have his adoptive father, John Allan, his wife, Virginia Eliza Clem, and then Muddy Poe, well, Muddy is her nickname, Maria Poe, which was his aunt, and then also his mother-in-law. So I just typed up real facts about them, put them into that file folder, and that just tucks in between the first and the second signature. And then this is some design team paper that I used from Little Joys of Bujo. And I just included this real feather here, and I thought maybe that could be like Poe's quill. This is more paper from Little Joys of Bujo's kit, and I just included a quote down here. I thought that was beautiful by itself, so I left it as is. And this, these poison labels and medical tags were also from the Vintage Pharmacy kit from Little Joys of Bujo. And I just made a little belly band and put this journaling card in it, quote from Poe. I loved this image of Poe, and it's also a large tuck spot. So this journaling card comes out. I have a very large cough mixture, cough syrup, whatever you want to call it there, image, and then it's a text spot for these two tags. Did a little bit of collaging here on this page, left this pretty much as is because I thought it was neat by itself. This haunted house here, creepy house, is a tuck spot. And I just cut out this image of Poe and glued him down. This pocket here, little tuck spot, these tags. And I have a little poison tag here, and there's more removable tags here in this packet. And then this is also a packet with some journaling tags. I used a little die cut to cut out these tombstones or grave markers, and it's holding this tag behind it, and then we have little hands coming up from the grave. And this is another CD, decorative CD case, and that flips out. And then I have a removable tag behind it. Again, I just inked all over that to make it look old and used, like Poe was, you know, writing all over it. And then this little kitty and the crow, there is a cat charm here, and it's a tuck spot for these Ouija cards. And that opens up this way. And I've got another die cut behind here, and this is a tag, a little rusted safety pin, and then a charm behind it. And this paper flips down, and it's blank underneath, and we have a journaling card underneath this haunted house. So that is open, so someone can put their own stuff there if they would like. There's not much space for that throughout this journal, but I tried. Laudanum, sorry, corner pocket, and a journaling tag, skull and crossbones, tucks right in here. Another little poison or medicine bottle, and more journaling cards. And then I made this little shaker, thinking of, you know, maybe this was a poison bottle or his alcohol, whatever have you. And there's little skull and crossbones inside. And then that slips right in here. This is a little tuck spot, and I just have an image again of his aunt, also his mother-in-law that he loved so much. And then this page was kind of creepy. This is embalming fluid, and I have a coffin and a coroner's tag for the deceased, a little toe tag. Kind of creepy. I thought this was beautiful. This is a page from Little Joys of Bujo, and then I just glued this crow onto the front. And this is more paper from her kit as well. And there's a little tag of Poe. And I did another 3D embossing folder from Tim Holtz, and it's the letter case files. And I just punched out tapping. So just like the raven, tap, tap, tapping. And then that's a tuck spot for this journaling card. Up there. Another quote, cut out this image here, put a quote over Edgar Allan Poe here. This house is a tuck spot, more goodies behind it, a little bit of collaging everywhere. This is a Tim Holtz die cut, and it is a tuck spot. And that ends the third signature. So 2 more to go. Did a little bit of, I mean, there's quotes pretty much everywhere. Try to do a little bit of collaging with the quotes. This is a tuck spot here. And this is a removable little journaling card packet. So both sides have been decorated. And then inside is another quote. So I thought maybe this could be like a little bookmark that travels throughout the journal. Can't remember if this came out. Nope, that's glued to the page. Okay, I always forget what it actually is. So, awesome image of Poe, pocket, tuck, and then there's a tiny little journaling card here. This has 2 pockets, so there's one here in between, and then there's one that is behind. Large journaling card. More poems printed off, tucked in between the pages. Awesome mixture bottle. And it's a tuck spot here. And then behind it is also a large pocket. And they just have an image of Poe behind. This is more from the Vintage Pharmacy from Little Joys of Bujo, little pharmacy kit. And then I just put a whole bunch of goodies behind it. Some more medical bottles, advertisements, and pharmaceutical prescriptions. This is a pocket tuck here for this journaling card. And then on to the last signature. So this here is a pocket with some removable goodies inside. It also flips out. And this is a removable tag right here off of the side. This flips up. And then you have a pocket here with some more goodies underneath. So that flips back down. This flips over. This flips over, and the final decorative CD case, and again, just inked all over it. I've got skull and a skull and crossbones charm here. So this opens up this way, and this journaling card comes out from the side. And image of a cemetery. And then I have crypt with a little rose and a skeleton's hand, so that tucks behind there. And on this page here, tuck spot with some goodies. And then we've got a spider, and what does this say? Psycho. And then this flips down. And you've got some more decoration here. So that flips back up. This flips over. Okay. A very large journaling card that is just attached here with this rusted safety pin, or paper clip, I'm sorry. And then on here, I have more of the awesome tickets from Victoria Designs that just slips right in here. This flips up, and underneath, this is also a tuck spot, the little pocket. Here's an advertisement for the pallbearers casket and burial process. And a large journaling card, quote from Poe. This is a tuck spot. And a little corner pocket with some goodies. Embalming fluid again, advertisement. And that makes for a pocket. And then I have this image of this house. Kind of reminded me of Fall of the House of Usher. It says Night Stalker, and then there is a charm of a house. And then this page here, I just have a large tag that I collaged together. Picture of him and his wife, which is also his cousin. And then this last quote here, and then this is the final page. All right, so I tried to go through that as quickly as I possibly could. And hopefully also I did it justice. So there you go, Mr. Poe. The only other new thing that I added to that journal that was different and not included in the original was I looked through all of his letters that have been documented, and I printed those off and I sealed them in these envelopes, and they were honestly heartbreaking. There were so many letters that he sent to his adoptive father, John Allan, that just went unanswered, and some love letters to his wife. And honestly, it brought a tear to my eye. He just lived such a tortured life and had such a tortured soul. So I thought that these are really important. So I printed off what I thought to be my favorite ones, and I just inked them all up in these envelopes, sealed them, and then these just tuck in between one of the signatures in the journal for someone to read. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a blessed day.